Hi guys, are you there? Hello, Amir. Okay, thank you. It seems that you are like there tuned. Are you listening to me? Please write. Thank you, Azaz Jan. Okay, so done. Okay. Today I'll be talking on critical thinking, creative approach, and writing skill. Okay, please write these three words there.
Wait a little bit until more people come. Just go slowly.
Okay. So the topic today is, please write it. Please write the topic there in the comments. Critical thinking, creative approach, and writing skill. Today, the topic is critical thinking, creative approach, and writing skill. I want to see this topic written there in the comments by anyone. Good. Aisha Zafar. Creative writing and critical thinking. Writing skill. There are three parts of the topic. Creative writing, critical thinking, critical thinking, creative approach, and writing skill. Exactly. Yes. Asif Nawaz, Baloch. Good. Not only writing skills. There are three parts of this topic: critical thinking, creative approach, and writing skills. Yes. CSS aspirant. Yeah. Okay. So, Nakash Bhatti. What is the topic? What is the topic today? Be critical thinker of my topic today. I want to do things in a practical way, just not theoretical. Otherwise, I am myself not a critical thinker. No, not creative writing. Mujtaba, no. Critical thinking, creative approach, and writing skills. Yes. Farooq, yeah. Usman Saduzai, critical thinking, creative approach, and writing skill. Yes. Please inculcate these three parts of the topic: critical thinking, creative approach, and writing skills. Today, the topic in this live session, I'm also really thankful to Amir Meher. He is really a terrible guy, so dynamic. He's helping a lot. And maybe because of him, I'm here talking to people, although I started this kind of discussions earlier, but he gave me a lot of encouragement and support. So Amir Meher is very few people. If we get people like him in our country, so we can have a big revolution. So the topic is critical thinking, creative approach, and writing skills. Umair Akram, yes. Okay. Kawal Khalid, yes. So please now be critical. Critical. The word critical is such a strange word that, for example, we say she or he is in a critical condition, or critical temperature, critical temperament. Critical, that person is very critical. So critical, the word critical itself is, to be criticized. criticism, critique, critical. You know why some people are so critical, other people are not critical. Some people, they are blind followers, blind imitators, अंधी तकलीद करने वाले, जो मिल जाए बस ठीक है, ओके गुड, थैंक यू, शुक्रिया। कोई बात, उनको कोई बात करे और वो उनको समझ आ जाती है और कहते हैं कि बस ये ठीक है, बस मैं इसमें मजीद कोई तनकीद नहीं करूंगा या नहीं करूंगी। सो वो लोग, उनमें तनकीदी सलाहियत नहीं होती, तनकीद करना। अब तनकीद जो उर्दू में है, तनकीद ये ज्यादा नेगेटिव है, मनफी। जो क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग है, दैट इज अ पॉजिटिव थिंग, दैट्स नॉट अ नेगेटिव थिंग। Critical thinkers are not negative people. They don't point out loopholes, pitfalls, mistakes. This is not necessary that a critical thinker will be a bad guy all the time, pointing out mistakes, errors. सिर्फ गलती निकालना या लोगों को डिस्करेज करना, मनफी एस्पेक्ट्स, पहलू की तरफ जाना, ये नहीं है क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग। क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग का जो बानी है वो कौन है? Socrates. Socrates का नाम लिख के प्लीज, Socrates. I want to see the word Socrates in the comments. Socrates. This guy Socrates is the founder of the modern knowledge. Socrates, the Greek philosopher. Write the name please, Socrates. Are you there? Who will write the name Socrates? In Urdu we call him Sukrat. Socrates. I want to see the name Socrates there on the screen. Comments. Nobody is writing. Socrates. The comments are stopped. I don't know what's the problem. I want that you write this word, Socrates. Socrates. Okay. So Socrates was the founder of critical thinking. Socrates. Socrates. There was a person, Socrates, like Amir Meher. Okay, Muhammad Usman Khan from Barkhela. Okay, salams to Javed and Matiullah. So Socrates was a person like Amir Meher. You can say how? Because he used to sit in a corner in a city, the city-state in Greece, Athens, and he would pay people. He would give money to people. वो लोगों को पैसे देता था सुकरात कि मेरी बात सुनो. Good. Socrates. Aftab Khan, Yusuf Zai. Socrates. Socrates was a guy who used to give people money to listen to him, not charging money that you pay me because I'll give you wisdom or philosophy. So one day a person was going to court and Socrates asked him, where are you going? And he said, I'm going to court. What for? So the man said, justice. आप क्यों जा रहे हैं अदालत? तो उसके मैं इंसाफ के लिए जा रहा हूं. तो Socrates, सुकरात ने पूछा, आपको पता है इंसाफ क्या है? What is justice? So the man said, justice means my right, my this, my that. He was confused. He was not clear. So Socrates told him that if you don't know what is justice, then you don't deserve justice. This is called critical thinking, that you must know what the thing is. Can you define it? That's why Socrates, he's the founder of critical thinking, and technically he's the founder of dialectic dialogues, arguments, reasoning. In philosophy, the people, they would ask questions. Yes, Rao Mazhar, Socrates. I'm talking about Socrates. He is the man, he is the guy who made the people critical, asking questions. So when a topic is given to you, don't take it as it is. Critical thinker is the person who challenges. For example, you can challenge my topic today. Critical thinking. Challenge critical thinking. And you can challenge critical thinking by creative approach. Yes, Socrates. We are talking about Socrates, who is founder of dialectic method of, which is called Socrates method of education. He used to ask people simple questions. For example, if I ask you, what is laptop? So can you define laptop? Very difficult. You will have words like laptop means there is, a kind of computer in this shape, that form. You don't have definition for laptop readily available. Maybe a computer science guy, he or she can explain laptop better than another person, and can say this is laptop, this is mobile, cellular phone, and this is computer. This is, this is called critical thinking, that you can analyze. You can make the picture clear. So we should be thankful to Socrates, who made the people critical. And some people are critical of critical thinking. Even they don't forgive that critical thinking is not a good thing. And there are two schools of thought. They are not in the favor of critical thinking. Like religious people. The religious people, they, for example, accept a belief, a dogma, and they accept it as it is. No further questions. This is why Quran starts from the wording, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ. Yes, Christopher Merlo, Socrates in Urdu. It seems that the comments coming to me are a little slow, but no problem. I'm in Canada, maybe here the things are faster. But please catch with me. What I'm saying, I want to make you today critical thinkers. So bear with me and try to understand what I'm saying. Otherwise, I'm a pragmatic person. I believe in consequences, results. If there are no results, so the effort is totally meaningless, useless, futile. So the efforts must have results. This is called pragmatism. William James. Pragmatism, results, consequences. What is good and what is bad? For example, we say what is good and what is bad. So what is good for you and what is bad for you? So William James says consequences. Look at the results. If the results are good, the thing is good. If the results are bad, the thing is bad. So critical thinking, there are like religious people, they don't believe in critical thinking because they say that accept it. ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ. No doubt in this book. So when you say no doubt, so the chapter is closed. You have to accept it as it is. And this is a religious approach. We must go with it. I'm not against this. Because these are beliefs. This is the thing based on revelation, wahi. So you may not be able to challenge it. But in philosophy, logic, science, even in intuition, the things can be challenged. And when you challenge something, this is called critical thinking. Yeah, Bilal Ansari, Amir Meher is Socrates. Exactly. Because Socrates would pay people to listen to him. He would be sitting on a corner and the people would be going in different directions. So he would ask people, come on, listen to me. And the people say, oh, what are you talking about? Forget about your philosophy and wisdom. No, I will give you money. You are going for some job, how much you earn? So they would say, for example, $10. I will give you money, take this money, but listen to me. There are people like this. This is called altruism. Altruism. Write the word altruism. A-L-T-R-U-I-S-M. Altruism. So altruism is that you do things selflessly, no benefit. The second stage is utilitarianism. Good for everybody. Good for me, for him, for her, for everybody. So that is called utilitarianism. And the worst stage is egoism. For me, everything for me. There are three kinds of people in the world. For me, egoist. Egoism, it's a philosophy. Yes, intellectual thinking. So we are talking today critical thinking, creative approach, and writing skill. I will combine these three things. On lap, yes, exactly. Farouk. He says that laptop is when you use it on lap. Yes. So, this is critical thinking, but some people, they can't define things. Definition. What is the definition of definition? Please write it. Pragmatism. Good. Definition of definition. Who will write the definition of definition? Muhammad Ihsan said pragmatic. Pragmatism. Good. Practical person. Muhammad Usman Khan says pragmatic is a practical person. This is the simple version of pragmatism. Pragmatism is a very deep philosophy. Pragmatism or pragmaticism is a deep philosophy which we will discuss some other time. It is not an approach to reality, yes, but pragmatism focuses on consequences, results, not on the thing itself. What are the results? Efforts, yes. Consequences are based on efforts. Good. Farhan Farid, good point. This is, cause and effect. Another big philosophy in the life is cause and effect. For each effect, there is a cause. Today I'm speaking to you, so there is a cause for it. Who is the cause? Amir Meher. He is the cause. Yes, Christopher. Altruism. Altruism is a philosophy that I do good, but for everybody. Not for me, for everybody. In Urdu, we say, Niki kar, Niki kar, darya mein dal. This is called altruism. Abdul Samad Somro, altruism, Niki kar, darya mein dal. So this is called altruism. The next stage is utilitarianism. Good for everybody, for me, for him, for everybody. Altruism is not for me, for everybody else, but not for me. Utilitarianism is for everybody, including me. And egoism is the worst, only for me. So Farhan Farid, egoism, yes. That is egoistic person. Utilitarianism, egoism. So there are three kinds of people in the world, and these are three philosophies. These are not just simple words. I want to make you critical thinkers, that you challenge the words. Egoism is not a simple egoism. There is a big philosophy. And the people who are following egoism, they claim that there is no altruism and there is no utilitarianism. There is only egoism. We do everything for ourselves. Yes, Junaid Channa, religious approach is also logical. Again, there is logical reasoning. Yes, you can say in one sense, but when skepticism, if there is some philosopher sitting here listening to me, so they understand skepticism. Skepticism is another philosophy. Skeptic people, they doubt everything. Everything they doubt. Yes, Mia Shabir Ahmad. Definition of definition. The word define means limits. So I will come to this religious things, that religion itself, religion, I'm not talking about Islam, I'm talking about religion, the religious approach. That is to accept the revelation, the holy books as it is. You cannot challenge Quran. Can you challenge? So you can't. A Muslim or a Christian will not challenge Bible. So you cannot be a critical thinker in that sense. So definition is to define something, means to give limits. Define. In legal language, definition means limits, giving limits. Yes. So limits, biology, physics, chemistry, so we say definitions. What are the definitions of these three subjects? So it means what are the limits of these three subjects? What is chemistry, what is physics, and what is biology, and what is not biology? Exactly. When you elaborate, Waqas Khan, so when you elaborate, no, not elaboration. Elaboration is, definition is very short, concise, precise, to the point, 1-2 sentences, not more than that, no elaboration. Definition is the most difficult thing in knowledge. How to define something, this is a big challenge for critical thinkers. Definition, because in definition you provide limits. You say, okay, you start from here and you end here. From here physics starts and here physics ends. So this is definition. And from here then biology starts. So struggle. This Yash Nagdev say struggle. I don't know what he or she means by struggle. So we are talking today, the topic is critical thinking. I'm just sometimes touching things that you become critical. When I say religion, there is no critical thinking. So I want just to touch, stimulate, motivate you to be critical, to ask questions, not just listen to me. I don't like this listening. In my timeline, even in services page, when the people, yes, thank you, nice, very good, excellent, mashallah, I don't like these things. Description is totally different from definition. Muhammad Ehsan. Description is when you elaborate, when you go give details. Definition is always very short. And this is very difficult. Very difficult to define things. So this is why critical thinkers are the people who can define things. That's why this is the approach of Socrates, that asking definitions, what is justice, what is law, what is love, what is study, what is critical thinking. So it makes you critical, but this critical is not to criticize only, because critique in literature, critique is that when we criticize a piece of literature, a magnum opus, a masterpiece, magnum opus, masterpiece, for example, Shakespeare, Wordsworth, they also have been criticized by people in literature. That is literary appreciation. Literary appreciation is a kind of criticism, critique, when you evaluate things. Evaluate means give value. So when you give, for example, when you give to a shop, okay, feudalism, we should not mix here economic things. I'm totally focusing today on philosophical, logical things, literary, linguistic, language, writing. Feudalism is nothing to do with the critical thinking. So please, focused. I want focused comments. Suhail Khan, yeah, ego, Iqbal. The concept of Iqbal Khudi, if you please listen to my Persian lectures, where I have explained in detail, Iqbal Khudi is not egoism. Khudi is self-confidence. Knowing yourself, that is totally different thing. Knowing yourself. Man arafa nafsahu faqad arafa rabbuhu. This is Khudi. those who understand your own. This is very difficult to understand yourself. I can't understand myself. So if you understand yourself means your mind, your body, and your soul. When you understand these three things, so this xenophobic people, who are xenophobic? Xenophobia is another thing. The people who don't like strangers, that is xenophobia. I'm in Canada, so if the Canadians don't like a desi guy, so this is xenophobia. They have fear. Okay, so coming to Iqbal, that is knowing yourself. Knowing yourself is very difficult thing. It's not easy. So khudi means that you become self-aware. You know that what a great thing you are, human being. You are not just a lump of flesh, just eating, drinking, sleeping, and creating children. You are not for this. You are not an animal. This is called khudi. I will talk on khudi some other time. Yes, Yash Nagdev, egoism means realism. Yes, this is, critical thinking, that some people say that everybody is egoist. Even today I'm talking to you, so I want to become, famous, and some good comments, and okay, nice, good, thank you. Okay, people will say Naeem Khan is such a scholarly guy and he knows so many things, so I become happy, and then, so this is egoism. Everywhere is egoism. This is a philosophy, but altruism challenges egoism. No, there can be people who do things for goodness of humankind, not for himself or his family, favoritism or nepotism. These are forms of egoism in that sense. This Yash Nagdev is asking good questions. You are a great guy, Yash. Skeptic people whose conceptual complexity is high. They are not conceptually complex, but they want to clarify the complexes. But the things are not easy. If you don't have spirituality, so the world is very difficult. In knowledge, I remember, I will dedicate my sentence to Shafiullah Khan, one of my friend, and we would not be able to sleep the whole night discussing philosophical things. And the whole night we would be lying on roads, and that was a terrible, terrible time of our life. But later on, spirituality saved me. I can talk of myself only. So that is, a different thing. Okay, coming back to the topic, which is critical thinking. So critical thinking means that you are challenging things. You are evaluating things. You are putting value. You are going to a shop, a cloth shop, different qualities of shop. So you put value. This is 100, this is 200, this is 500. This is called critical thinking. Critical thinking means that you become aware that I will not accept the things as it is. I will put value to this thing, my value. It doesn't mean that you reject the thing. So when a topic is given to you in examination hall, how to being critical thinkers, yes, Shah Fahad Khan, this is the purpose. I want to make you critical thinker by giving you some examples in a practical way. So when a topic is given to you, don't take the topic as it is. Put a value to that topic. For example, a joy of thing is a beauty of forever, of ever. So thing, beauty, joy, ever. There are 3-4 important words here. What is beauty? You can challenge this statement, that how it can be a joy forever. You can die, a beautiful girl, tomorrow she is no more. So how that can be a joy forever? You challenge this, and then you give it another aspect, that no, here the beauty doesn't mean only physical beauty, that can be internal and spiritual beauty. And soul or spirit never dies. That's why the word ever is there. This is called critical thinking. Okay, you explain the thing in a critical way, that you put judgment and you put value to that topic, your own value. So I am totally against this textbook approach. I remember I was running a school, a private school, and you know, the teachers, they have bundled up those notebooks and correcting mistakes of students. This is not critical approach, critical thinking. Make the people critical thinkers, and automatically you don't need to educate them. You are putting, you know, you are pushing, but then they go themselves. This is called critical thinking. Critical thinking means challenge and put value, judgment, judicious approach, judicious. क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग सादा अल्फाज में ये है कि जब आप एक टॉपिक देखते हैं, एक बात सुनते हैं, तो उस बात को आप ए सच, जिस तरह वो चीज है उस तरह उसको एक्सेप्ट मत करें, कबूल मत करें। उसके ऊपर अपना एक वैल्यू, उसकी कीमत खुद लगाओ। अपने तरफ से कहो कि भाई ये चीज की कीमत क्या है। मतलब एक दुकानदार आपको कपड़ा देता है कि भाई ये 100 रुपए है, 100 रुपए गज, तो आप कहते हैं नहीं नहीं नहीं, ये तो 100 रुपए नहीं है, ये तो 50 का है। सो दिस इज क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग। You don't accept the price of the shopkeeper. So this is why there is critical thinking on critical thinking, that sometimes you have to accept things. Here in West, in the developed world, the prices tags are there. You can't challenge it. You cannot be a critical thinker in a supermarket. Why this thing is this price? There are people that go beyond these limits, and they become even the consumer rights. They go and they challenge the prices. We here in West, the people, they then compare the prices. In Walmart, the price is this. In Costco, the price is this. Why you are selling it more expensive? So please, I'm not here for religious discussion, Neha, Asif. The basic purpose here is critical thinking. Critical thinking is to make yourself aware of the value of the things and put your own value to that thing, your own judgment, your own arguments, pros and cons. You evaluate things. And how you do it? You do it by creative approach. Critical thinking is analytical. Analytical means that you analyze the things, you divide the things into its parts. This is called analysis. One is analysis and the other is synthesis. In analysis, we divide things. In synthesis, we combine things. So critical thinking is analytical. For example, you meet a friend and you say, you are my friend. Okay. Yes, I'm coming to the topic. You are my friend, sorry. You are my friend. Now, you are my friend. This is called linguistic analysis. You is not a simple you. Challenge you. You is second person pronoun, personal pronoun in English language. Or other day I was listening to a live lecture here, and somebody said verb, V-E-R-B, verb. Verb is action. Changing this definition, verb is not action. If verb is action, so you are my friend, A-R-E is a verb. Where is the action in it? So there is no action in A-R-E-R, is, he is. In is is a verb, auxiliary verb, but there is no action. Nobody asked that person that verb is just not action. Action, verb can be an action word, but is, I, S, or R is not action. So how it can be work is only action? So this is called critical thinking, that you challenge things. Now, how you become critical thinker? When you read something or you listen to something, you challenge it with your own self. Should I accept it? When you accept it, then with reasons, you don't accept it for as it is. You accept or reject something for reasons. This is called critical thinking. When there is a topic in an examination, give me a topic, please. Write a topic there, and I will critically think over it. Any topic. Please write a topic there. Topic for critical thinking. Yeah. If somebody is confused by own critical thinking, don't be confused. Critical thinking means clarify confusions. Bargaining is critical thinking. It's a kind, I'm just giving you simple day-to-day examples, that a person who bargains is a critical thinker because she or he does not accept the thing as it is. Yeah. So, class struggle is a critical approach. Yes, you're right, Jamila Amir. Sir, how a person becomes creative? I'm coming to creative. First, I want to make you critical. Then we come to the part of creative. Beauty of nature is the mother of beauty. So how we can challenge beauty of nature? Yes. You can challenge the beauty of nature because you can challenge anything in this world. This is the work of critical thinker. But challenge doesn't mean reject it. When you become a critical thinker, so it doesn't mean that you are rejecting everything. No. You are evaluating. You are putting your own value to that thing. Verb is also okay. So I will not go to the grammatical discussion, but I just give you an example that the other day I heard that verb is action. Verb is not action. Verb is word, and it can show action or existence, being. For example, we say you are. So here the are doesn't show any action, but it shows existence or being. So the complete definition of verb is, that is the word, simple definition, which shows action and being, existence. So the topic is, yeah, CPEC. Okay, good. This China-Pakistan economic corridor, it is a topic. Now, critical thinker will not reject this corridor totally. No, it's a bullshit. It doesn't exist. It is totally bad. And also, oh, welcome. This is such a great project. Love it. I will just now talk on this topic. So please listen to me. Terrorism, okay, maybe later. So when we say CPEC, so you should be critical of CPEC in a sense. Is it, for example, the negative aspects? It is another colonial invasion on Pakistan, colonialism. And now China is another British power. Where are our own national interests? And when we go to Gawadar and we see that now 1 meter in Gawadar is how much expensive. I met people from Gawadar and they say that now there you cannot buy land. It is so expensive. So what is this? These are the benefits of CPEC. Good roads. If a Chinese truck comes and changes the tire in a small shop in a village, is again a benefit. So critical thinking makes you putting value on CPEC. How much this project is important, both aspects, and then you draw your own conclusions. And the conclusion will be that Pakistan must guard its national interest doing any kind of project. This is the problem. Look, China is our friend. But the same China may not have the same policy on Myanmar Rohingya issue. So we cannot criticize China that you are my friend. We people in Pakistan are more emotional. Critical thinkers are not emotional. Critical thinkers are not emotional, because if you say everything is fair in love and war, so this is not critical thinking. So not using emotions. Although Imam Ghazali says that heart has a reason which reason can't understand. Heart has a reason which reason can't understand. The world of heart is beyond critical thinking, and that's intuition, that is spirituality, that is Sufism, tasawwuf. That is something which go beyond this usual discussion that we are doing today, critical thinking. So CPEC, when we analyze CPEC, so we put our eyes vigilant. We discuss the thing in such a detail. We analyze each and every aspect. Corridor. So where is the corridor? Where are the industrial zones? The roads. Is it the same Pakistan is doing the same projects which we built our own motorways and our own roads? Where is the contribution from China? So when you know all these things, then when you are critical thinkers, so you are good decision makers. Why in CSS and PMS, critical thinking is important? Because then you are a good negotiator. I am being a diplomat. If I'm not a critical thinker, so the people will buy me in one day. So Anum Hassan, our modern way, holy wars. I will at some other time we will discuss on religious and other aspects. But today, my focus is critical thinking to make you critical thinkers, challenging everything, putting your own value, your own judgment. Okay, what is good war or peace? So CPEC, when you put your own judgment, you can analyze it. You are a critical thinker. After this lecture, if you are not a critical thinker, so I will be not happy. Be critical thinker. Challenge me. Challenge critical thinking itself. And when you critically look at critical thinking, so the next stage is creative approach. Creative approach is that you create things. Have you seen, for example, a person, it is very easy to buy 2 kilogram tomato on 300 rupees. You go and buy tomatoes. But, yes, but to grow tomatoes, 2 kilo of tomato, growing it, creating tomatoes, it is not the same. And some people as a hobby, they do gardening. They can go out to a shop, a vegetable shop, and can buy 2 kilos of tomato. Why they are growing tomato? Not for commercial purposes. They are creators, creative. So analytical thinkers, they analyze what exists, while creative approach is generating things, new things. This is why God is like so, we give so much important position, because creator, creativity, creation, creature, these things are fascinating when we create things. And please, the CSS aspirants and PMS and other students, they should be creative in a sense that they should not accept the things being critical thinker, and then they can create their own knowledge, which is called knowledge creation. Okay, you just read a book, so you are reading somebody else's book. When you are writing your own book, so this is called creativity, your own approach. Critical thinking is the first stage, and the second stage is creative approach, generative. Then you generate things, you make things. You are a maker. You are just not a reader or listener, you are a maker. You make things. I will be coming at the end to summarize the lecture again if some new people are joining. So creative approach is when you have so much knowledge. For example, a person has $1,000, So this $1,000, having $1,000 is critical thinking. You have it. And now make $100,000 from $1,000. This is creativity. You create knowledge. So please, these notes and guides, textbooks, smalls, I will become a CSP or PMS officer. No. This is why 40,000 people appear, 20,000 people appear in exams, and only 200 are selected. Even the passing percentage is so low. This is a challenge to our education system. You know, simple papers, simple questions, Pakistan affairs, Islamic studies, current affairs, everyday science. You know, so this is not something difficult. Knowledge is there. Hundreds and thousands of books are there. What the hell, the people, you know, they can't qualify the exam. At least qualifying it. What is the problem? Where is the problem? The problem is in our education system, that we are not creating critical thinkers, and we don't have creative approach, knowledge creation. We don't generate our own ideas. We don't think over it. So first you have data, information, knowledge, and the last stage is understanding. And after understanding comes creative approach. These three things: data, information, knowledge, and understanding. This is critical thinking. And the last stage, that is creative. Then you become a creator. You create things. So that is creative approach. So political discussions like United States, and we will do some in some other lecture. Today my focus is critical thinking. So critical thinking is the person who put values and judgment and analyze a topic. For example, the topic is India-Pakistan relations. So you are looking at the topic being a critical thinker, not just a Pakistani patriotic stooge kind of person that, okay, I will do whatever, you know, the government or any political party will be pleased. No, you are a critical thinker. You must criticize it. You must draw your own conclusions. You must be confident that your approach is genuine. And you must defend Pakistan with arguments, not with emotions, not with faith, with arguments, with reasoning. So in exams, how we give our critical views on positive or negative school of thoughts. This is why there are so many schools of thoughts. Some people say that the whole Muslim world should be one group or one sector, one school of thought. It is not possible. Every human being is a critical thinker. So critical thinking is when you give both aspects, positive and negative, and then you draw your own conclusion, and you are convinced, you have valid arguments that I will go for the negative or I will go for the positive. So then comes the writing skill. When you are a critical thinking, you are a creative person, now you can write. And writing is very difficult because it is not speaking. I'm speaking now, maybe somebody is recording it, but this is not words. Written words are so dangerous. It must be grammatically correct. Each and every word must be spelled correctly, punctuation marks, comma, everything must be correct. Accuracy, writing. That is not critical thinking. That is grammatical thinking. That is just grammar, just the skeleton, just the structure. And then comes critical and creative writing, that when you write, the grammar and vocabulary is a very fundamental, that is a very basic, primary, secondary school stage. But the people are preparing for CSS examination and they can't write a single comment on my post. They feel shy. If I write something, it will be not correct. So if you cannot write a small comment on Meher, future bureaucrats or this services, civil services site or on my timeline or anywhere, when you cannot write a single comment, 2 sentences correct, and you want to become a CSP, you want to become a foreign service officer, you want to become an assistant commissioner, you want to become in accounts, auditing in accounts, police, ASP, this is a big responsibility. For that responsibility, you must be critical thinker, you must have creative approach, and you must be a good writer. Tomorrow you will be writing letters. I am writing letters to the local foreign government in the United Nations. Can I make a single mistake, a comma? No. So the purpose of CSS examination syllabus is your personality. Now, yes, CPAC, my topic is not CPAC. You are talking about the private contractors and government contractors, and yes, you are becoming critical thinkers now. Don't accept the thing as it is. Challenge it. Valid arguments. In CSS or PMS exams, you cannot challenge state, like why Pakistan, for example. You can justify Pakistan. Why Pakistan? The existence of Pakistan as a state. Some things you cannot become critical thinkers in that sense. But critical thinker doesn't mean denying things. You cannot deny Pakistan, but you can justify the existence of Pakistan with valid arguments, and still you are a critical thinker. People say that critical means negative. No, it is not negative. It is your own knowledge, your own judgment. Then you become a critical thinker. So my point of view is, for writing is a very difficult task. It is not easy. Be correct first, accuracy, grammar, vocabulary, right selection of words, diction, phraseology. These are important to be a good writer. And just now in one lecture, I cannot make you critical thinker or you cannot have a creative approach. I should be pragmatic. But please, I'm just sensitizing you. I am sensitizing you, making you more sensitive, using your own senses, your brain, your central nervous system. Use it. Don't take it to the grave without using. Challenge things. Accept things or reject things with arguments when you are satisfied. When you are not satisfied, don't accept me. Challenge everybody, but with valid arguments. It doesn't mean that you are just rejecting somebody for the sake of rejection. No. तो मैं दोबारा आऊंगा क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग पे कि क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग का मकसद ये है कि आप जो है एक चीज, जब एक टॉपिक आपको दिया जाता है, उस टॉपिक को आप लिंग्विस्टिक एनालिसिस करें. नंबर 1, लिंग्विस्टिक एनालिसिस. उस टॉपिक को आप, उसके एक एक वर्ड को आप एनालाइज करें, और जब आप इसे लिखते हैं या किसी भी क्वेश्चन का जवाब देते हैं, तो वो जो टॉपिक है उसको माइंड में रखें. मैंने एग्जांपल दिया था कि उस दिन एक टॉपिक था प्रेसी का, लेजीनेस. सो जब हमारे जो इंस्टिंक्ट है ना, इंस्टिंक्ट, जिबिल्लत, जब हम एक चीज को देखते हैं तो एकदम से जो है ना हमारा वो जिबिल्लत बेजार हो जाता है. तो जब लेजीनेस देखा तो भाई लेजीनेस तो एक नेगेटिव चीज है, रिजेक्ट करो, मारो, गोली मारो. नहीं, उस टॉपिक में लेजीनेस की फेवर में बात ये थी कि भाई लेजीनेस अच्छी चीज है. अगर शैतान या डेविल या कोई बुरा बंदा लेजी हो तो ये अच्छी बात है. हिटलर अगर लेजी होता, हिटलर अगर किसी क्लब में बैठा होता और डांस करता, तो उसका वो लेजीनेस, या किसी वेकेशंस पे जाता, किसी बीच पे जाता, तो वो ज्यादा बेहतर था बजाय इसके कि वो उसने इतनी दुनिया को मारा. How to create things. And Wazir Shah says, if create knowledge. Okay. So, how to create? You create things when you have data, number 1. Number 2, you have information, knowledge, understanding. This stage is critical thinking. Now you start creating things. You cannot become a prophet in one day, just you are creating things. No, you can't become a scholar in one day. You must have data, information, knowledge, understanding. These 4 things important, please. You must have data. If you want to analyze something, you must have data, basic data, primary data, secondary data, standard deviation, mean deviation, statistical methods. Then you have information, then knowledge. And understanding is when you manipulate knowledge, when you use knowledge the way you want. This is called understanding. And then comes creation. Then you create knowledge. You understand somebody else's knowledge, and now you are creating knowledge. You are creating your own definitions. So critical thinking ये है कि आप एक टॉपिक का उसका लिंग्विस्टिक एनालिसिस करें. उस टॉपिक पे मसलन आपका टॉपिक ये है कि सीपेक, तो सीपेक का जो चाइना, पाकिस्तान इकोनॉमिक कॉरिडोर, ये लिंग्विस्टिक एनालिसिस है कि बस में चाइना इन्वॉल्व है, पाकिस्तान इन्वॉल्व है, चाइना का क्या रोल है, पाकिस्तान का क्या रोल है. कॉरिडोर क्या चीज होता है? व्हाट इज कॉरिडोर? इट इज जस्ट रोड्स. टेक्निकल डेफिनेशन ऑफ कॉरिडोर. And then economic. What is economic? Who will define what is economics? Please. Economic. The word economic. Yes, Mohsen Raza, you are touching, such important things that emotions and logic and critical. But I am trying to simplify things. Otherwise, I need a philosophical discussion, but that is too difficult to do it in such a short time here. We need hours and hours. But emotions, you can do emotions in your personal things. Somebody asked Majnoon that Laila is not so beautiful. She's ugly and this and that. Why you love her that much? So Majnoon said, beauty lies in the eyes of beholder. Look at her with my eyes, then you will find beauty in her. So these things are personal, subjective. While critical thinking is a very, kind of approach to things in a cold way, not emotional way. Okay, nobody's deviating from the topic, but that Pakistani would get few fruits from the CPEC project, yes. On CPEC, we can have another, I have discussed, I have read in detail about CPEC, but I don't want to go out from my topic, which is critical thinking, creative approach, and writing skills. So creative approach is when we focus on the 4 aspects. Please write these 4. And I also ask for the definition of economic. What is the definition of economics? Now, Mashal Khan says that this is very helpful. So Mashal Khan, if you are a critical thinker, so tell me why it is helpful. This is called critical thinking. Shirnomi joined now. Why did you join now? Because it is more than 1 hour that I'm speaking. So a critical thinker knows where is the time and space. Yes, Muhammad Asad Qureshi, without knowledge, you cannot become a critical thinker. This is why I told you that data, information, knowledge, understanding, and then critical thinking. And after critical thinking, creativity. आपको समझ आ रही है कि नहीं आ रही? Okay, these 4 things are very important. So who will tell me now? I don't know, Amir Meher, is it possible that we can do kind of video conference? I can also ask you people and you then do it to me in a way that when I say understanding, and then you tell me verbally what is understanding. Understanding is manipulating knowledge. Knowledge, playing with the knowledge, knowledge in your hands. You do with the knowledge what you want. Today I'm talking to you on critical thinking, creative approach, and writing skills. So I can claim that I have understanding of these 3 things and I'm playing with it. So don't be bookworms. Read for information, data, knowledge, but don't accept it what is written there. Rao Mubashir Ayub is joining now. No. It is wrong management approach. Critical thinking critiques. Yes, Muhammad Usman Khan. So critique or literary appreciation that is only in literature. Economic, yes. Central services, superior services said economic. I want to see the definition of economic. What is economic? We are talking about CPEC. So do you know what is economic? Economic is social science, Mitan Kumar says. No, how it can be economic? The word is economic. It is not economics. This is called critical thinking. There is a huge difference between economic, economics, economy, economize. English is a beautiful language, you know. You can play with knowledge if you command English language. Such a beautiful language that what is the difference between economy, economics, economic, economical? There is a huge difference between economic and economical. Mohsen Raza, Adam Smith, wealth. Wealth is not only economics. Business. Mujtaba says business. No, please. Be critical thinkers. Economic means profit. You know, with this kind of words, you cannot do CSS. Sorry, Rai Ali Khan. I want economic, definition of economics. Not only from an economist, but anybody should know what is economic. Study of wealth distribution. Aisha Abbas, yes. Managing your resources with efficiency economics. Good. Shamsul Haq. Very good. Excellent. Yes, this is now, you know, critical thinking. You are coming, you are judging the things, economics. The word economic, you don't accept it as it is. You are challenging it. Economics is science related to wealth. Not only wealth, please. This is a wrong definition. Circulation of wealth, no. Distribution of wealth, maybe. Usman Saduzai. So, the management of resources in some one country. Muhammad Usman Khan. Okay, yes. So, you know, we are firing CPEC and we don't know what is economic. This is not the habit of a critical thinker. Critical thinker, the first step is linguistic analysis, dividing the topic into its parts, linguistic parts. 11 p.m. Pakistan, okay, central services. Okay, I may be winding it up. I'm receiving messages from the central superior services that it is 11 p.m. Maybe you people are tired. Study of wealth, Bilal Qayyum. You know, wealth, and wealth. Everywhere wealth. This is your stereotyped cliche. Critical thinkers, they don't follow cliches. Cliche. See, write the word cliche here. Cliche. How do we write the word cliche? Economic and social science that deals with the production and distribution and consumption of goods and services and their management in a proper way. Good, Zahid Hafiz Shahani. Excellent. Yes, this is called definition. Loved it. Thank you. So this is, you know, if we understand the word but he gave me the definition of economics, not economic. This is the problem. Economic, economy, economics. You are confusing things now. When you are writing an essay on CPEC and you are writing on economics, you will be getting 0 marks. Because the question is not economics. The question is economic. Not economics. Not economy. Main point of economics. Usman, yes. So economic, when we say economic, it means that the limited resources that we have and we get maximum benefit, so the thing becomes economic. Otherwise, it may be abundance. You know, an Arab sheikh can have $100,000 just for 5 minutes in a restaurant or in a club. $100,000 just in 5 minutes and they spend it. This is not economics. And this is not economic. Economic means business. Again, economic doesn't mean business. So please, be critical thinker means challenge words. I will suggest here number 1. Please note it. For words by Oxford Advanced Learner Dictionary words, because the word we need meaning. And for terms, every term is a word, but every word is not a term. And for terms, please buy Webster Third College New World Dictionary. Webster is an excellent dictionary. You can find it online, or you can buy the paper book. So Webster dictionary, you need it. I had a Webster dictionary just like my, every time. Webster Third College New World Dictionary. Buy it. You can also find online. Webster. Anum Hassan, yes, better utilization of resources. Good. We have a resource. Now a road we have, or we have, for example, a resource, how we can utilize that is economic. Now coming back, forget about economic now. I'm just, sensitizing you that we people, we listen to words, but we don't analyze it. So we cannot become, yes, now Rais Ali Khan, your resource management. Good, excellent. This is now a better definition. So we should try to understand, define things. For critical thinkers, definition is must. I started my lecture from this. Definition, you must know definitions. And CSS is an exam which is the test of your personality. And if you are not a critical thinker, you cannot be a CSP. In our system, maybe some people, they go through by learning, memorizing things, but we need critical thinkers, not only for your career, but for the country, for Pakistan. We need critical thinkers. Critical thinkers doesn't mean that they will be criticizing everything and they will be creating a mess. No. Critical thinkers are the real people who understand the thing in the real sense. So please, whatever questions you have on critical thinking, I will request Meher to please collect all the questions together, and then I can write or speak again on your questions. And coming back to the dictionary, so I recommended Webster dictionary, great dictionary, because that dictionary gives you definitions, doesn't give you meaning. There is a difference between meaning and definition. And then Oxford Advanced Learner Dictionary, that gives you meanings, not definitions. And then in Pakistan context, the dictionary which I recommend, that is Kitabistan dictionary. I'm not an agent of Kitabistan Books Agency, but I like that dictionary more than other dictionaries. So you must have 3 dictionaries. Kitabistan for English into English and Urdu. Number 2, Oxford Advanced Learner, not any other Oxford, because Oxfords have hundreds of editions. And number 3, Webster Third College Edition New World Webster. Webster again has thousands of versions. So Sharifullah, we are now like more than this discussing the economic CPEC. I just try to challenge you people that the word economics, economy, please, this is called critical thinking. When you are clear about the meanings and definitions of things, then you become a critical thinker. Otherwise, cliche. Good, Kamran Khan, loved it. Cliche. I totally against the cliches. CLISCHE, cliche. No cliches, no stereotype things. Stereotyped. Platitudes. Now, Kamran, write the word platitude. Platitude. Okay. Aftab Ali, not bored. Thank you. So please write the names of the 3 dictionaries that I recommended. Cliche, no cliches. Usama Hussain, no cliches. No platitudes. No stereotyped. These are the enemies of critical thinking. Okay. Amir, you can write to me whatever you think. Should I continue or What about the mood? So please, 3 dictionaries I recommended. Write the names of those 3 dictionaries. For critical thinking, we have 4 stages. Write the 4 stages. Aisha Abbas, yes, cliche. Atif Khwaja, you have a problem. Look above you. Aisha Abbas wrote the spelling correct. Spelling is again, such an important problem. We must focus on writing the words correctly. So the stages, please again: data, information, knowledge, understanding, critical thinking, creative approach, writing. Okay, so there is a gap between the comments and what I'm speaking. People are still, managing things within budget. Rifat Jamal says, good. So Bilal Ansari says deep. I don't know what is deep for him. And the people I'm seeing the comments which are still in the economic CPEC. So today my purpose is make you critical, and how you become critical when you know definitions of things, when you can analyze things. Okay, affordable. Say that yes, good. This is meaning. When we say economic, and meaning and definitions are 2 different things. Please write the sentence. All the terms are words, but all the words are not terms. Yes, Rubina Khan, good. Profitability. Again, I'm sorry to say, but this is cliche, this is platitude, stereotyped, traditional thinking. Naeem Khan, my namesake. Naeem Khan says, economic deals, production, distribution, and use of income, wealth, and commodities to rationalize its outcome. Exactly, rationalize its outcome. Please, Naeem Khan, you are my namesake, so you use a very correct language. Rationalize outcome. CPEX, why? The outcome, the result, pragmatism, that I started my lecture with pragmatism. So that is, you must rationalize things. Said Nawab Khan is with us. Welcome, Said Nawab Khan. He is a senior PMS officer now. We work together in the Home of Knowledge, a very efficient officer. I know about him that he is performing very well. Thank you very much for joining. So today our topic is critical thinking, creative approach, and writing skill. I want to combine these 3 things. How you become critical thinker? When you have data, information, knowledge, understanding. And then we come to the next stage, and that next stage is creative approach. We are no more critical thinker. We are creating knowledge, information, data. We are creators. That is the last stage. Do you know the types of civilization? Tabinda Ali, you are too late. You are my coordinator of the CSS guidance group. And if you are late, so then, in Persian we say, Khuftara khufta ke kunad baydar. Khuftara khufta ke kunad baydar. What does that mean? Rao Mubashir Ayub, difference between critical thinking and creativity. Critical thinking is analytical, dividing things into its parts, challenging things, judging things judiciously, knowing the definitions of things. This is called critical thinking. And creativity is when you create your own knowledge. Then you are a writer. You are creating things. You are generating things. You are not criticizing, you are not critically thinking over other people's writings. You are writing your own way. So Jasmine Khan says that Kitabistan is available online or not. So please, I want some good questions, not such questions. Jasmine, you are also a very good, I know you, a very good writer. So please don't ask me such kind of questions. That Kitabistan is available online or not. Anum Hassan, yes. Webster Third College Dictionary. Jasmine, I want to make you critical thinker, please. You shouldn't ask such kind of question. Critical thinker ask questions which challenges somebody. This is information. Kitabistan is available online or not. This is information. This is data. So please be critical thinker means you go beyond these things. Some people are asking me, what is the age of CSS? How many subjects should I take? Critical thinkers don't ask such questions. If they have philosophy as a subject, so they ask, how should I prepare philosophy? What is philosophy? What are the sources of philosophy? These are the questions of critical thinkers. Okay, Sadia, how do you write any text in your own critical thought? You can write a text when you become a creative writer. Critical thinker doesn't write, please. Try to understand. Yes, good. Central Superior Services, there are the names of the dictionaries, the 3 dictionaries that I recommended. Please understand me, try to understand. Critical thinker is not writer. That is the next stage, creative approach. Critical thinker analyzes, criticizes the things already written by somebody else. And critical thinker is for the topic of the writing. Try now. I think my discussion is making sense. Thank you for such questions. Now the things are, we are clarifying things. Very good. Even myself, I'm also getting clarification. The topic is given in the CSS paper or PMS paper or any examination paper. The topic which is given, the question. You need critical thinking for the question. 11:45 p.m. Okay. So then you tell me when it is 11:45 because I'm not in Pakistan. So please, now the things are, we are getting a very clarity. The concept is clarity. 9th edition, yes. 3rd college edition, New World, Kitabistan Dictionary. Yes, I want that everybody should have. These are like the Bibles of CSS, PCS, and PMS and other exams. Good. You are writing the names of the dictionaries. Everybody must have it in a paper or online. I don't care, digital or online or paper. Most nowadays, screen is more important than paper. But unfortunately, our exams are still not digital. So you have to have some paper and pen and those things. I'm not using pen, I don't know, for a long time, but this is how the things are. Critical thinkers are, again, they adjust themselves to reality. Good. Faraz Ahmad, very good, excellent. All terms are words, but all words are not terms. Excellent. If you understand this concept, you are becoming a critical thinker. What is to analyze things? Abu Bakr Zaid. Analyze means that you divide the thing into its parts. Like CPEC, so we divide the CPEC into CPEC and focus on each word separately. This is called analysis, linguistic analysis. Then we have logical analysis, we have philosophical analysis, medical analysis. There are so many kinds of analysis. Platitude, good. Istisamul Haq, I know that you are following me and you liked my pictures on the peak. So platitude, no platitudes, no cliches, no stereotype thinkings. no traditions. These traditions are good in culture, maybe yes, in religion, culture, even literature. They don't follow traditions. That's why we have so many traditions in literature: modernism and postmodernism and romanticism. So many literary people are also critical thinkers. In religion, again, you follow traditions. In culture also, you follow traditions. For example, Pashtuns, so they will follow traditions of Pashtun Wali. They cannot criticize those traditions. So yes, creative approach. Now we are clarifying things. Rifat Jamal says that develop your critical thinking, start taking things in a very simple ways instead of finding combinations of format words. Exactly. Simplicity. Some people, they write difficult words and bombastic, flowery language. No, this was even my mistake. I think I saw Qadar Khan here, my very, very good friend. So we appeared in banking council exam together in the early stages of my university. So I wrote, so bombastic, difficult kind of language, and I didn't do it, and he did it. Then I did it in the second, another exam, because I understood that the purpose is communication, not using difficult words, not like those things which are you are trying to impress the person by difficult words. No, please differentiate. The other day I heard here a live lecture which was also on parts of speech. So parts of speech is important for grammar, correct language, but figures of speech, that is rhetoric, that is to beautify, that is to make your language impressive, but not by using difficult words. Similes, metaphors, personification, simple tools, devices that you can make your language more impressive, not by writing difficult words. So Faraz Ahmad says creativity on thoughts and ideas which are not plagiarized. Good, Faraz. Plagiarism, copying, pasting somebody else knowledge on your own name. This is, theft. This is robbery. This is a crime, punishable crime here in the West. You cannot claim. This is why these people, this is called knowledge economy. They are creating their own knowledge. शामी खान से सर आप बहुत अच्छे हैं, आप भी बहुत अच्छे हैं, इस वजह से मैं आपको अच्छा लग रहा हूं. मसला यह है कि मैं चाहता हूं कि आप सारे लोग क्रिटिकल थिंकर्स बन जाए. So Asra Ahmad says how we critique and positive and negative schools of thoughts. Actually, schools of thoughts are made by critical thinkers. This is why we should be tolerant to somebody else. If somebody is following another school of thought, so we should try to recognize that school of thought. But if we want to criticize, so we should have valued arguments with due respect, mutual respect. Okay, Imam Shafi, when he was going to I'm just putting a battery on my laptop. 1 minute, please. So when Imam Shafi was going, offering prayers on the grave of Imam Abu Hanifa, so he was not doing Rafa Yadain or putting his hands one way or the other way, because he was respecting even their grave. That was spirituality. So we people can criticize other schools of thought with valid arguments and then drawing our own conclusion. If you belong to a particular school of thought, in the beginning of my lecture, I discussed 3 schools of thought of philosophy. What are those 3 schools of thought of philosophy? Can you write the names again, please? So now Aisha is not listening to me. Aisha Abbas says that where is Kitabistan printed? I think it should be printed in Lahore by Kitabistan Publishing Agency. So this is data. Don't ask these questions, Aisha, please. I want to make you critical. Don't ask me where is Kitabistan printed. Go beyond this stage. This is my purpose today, to make you critical thinkers. Don't ask questions like where Kitabistan is printed and how much is the price, and then you will be asking me how many pages are there. So I am unable to answer you these questions. Kashif Jamal says critical thinking is to make irrelevant things relevant. No, not at all. Kashif, you are not understanding me. Critical thinking is that if there is a school of thought, like there are 3 schools of thought that I discussed in philosophy, please write the names: egoism, altruism, and utilitarianism. So which one is important? Are you an egoist, altruist, or utilitarianist? Good question, Abu Bakr Zaid. Why critical thinking is not common in our part of the world, especially in our people? In developed world, there is critical thinking. In our part, it is not, because we look at everything by religious approach, emotional approach. You know, there is a Rohingya issue. So all of us, we are having our swords in our hands. Come on, go there. We don't analyze things. Critical thinker will not have this jerk action, jerk reaction. Will not just jump to the conclusion. Come on, let's go, let's fight. Okay, let's destroy. No. So Ijaz says that English and how to tackle it. Ijaz, my topic today is critical thinking, which is, I don't know, Amir Meher has given me this topic. This is the last stage. This is the problem. Data, information, knowledge, understanding, critical thinking, creative approach, writing. This is the sequence. So you can see my other lectures on my timeline are here in the civil services, this page, or future bureaucrats. All my lectures are available on English language. So the question is, could you please tell something regarding essays? I have 2 lectures on essay writing. So please listen to those words and the comments, and you will be, it's available on the page. But your question is relevant in a sense. Somebody said it irrelevant to make it relevant. No. To show the relevancy of things, to make it relevant, not the irrelevant relevant, but to point out where is the thing. You cannot make an irrelevant thing just by using words and make it relevant. No. It must be already relevant, and you are putting a value to it, to its value. Then it becomes critical. So Fazli Haq, please don't talk personal things, email and telephone numbers and WhatsApp number. No. Focus on the topic. The topic is critical thinking, creative approach, and writing skill. So Samar Abbas, will not say salam to you because you are too late. We are going to end our lecture. Only 15 minutes are there. More, we will continue. This is my first attempt, and even to be honest with you, first time live on Facebook. So to be a good critical thinker, is it mandatory to be pessimistic or optimistic, or blend of both? What is different between creativity and innovation, sir? Good, yeah. Naeem Khan, you are a great guy. So I'm not talking to myself. I'm telling that Naeem Khan, who is asking very good questions. Again, pessimism, optimism, these are outlook. If you watch my lecture on happiness, so happiness, there are 9 parts of happiness. 10% happiness is outlook. How is your outlook on life? So one outlook is optimism, the other outlook is pessimism. So how to become a good thinker? Be a critical thinker. Somebody asked a question that how to become a good thinker. Good thinker means critical thinker. So you should have the horsepower of an optimist, but the brakes of a pessimist. Optimist invented aeroplane and pessimist invented parachute. This is called realism. Got it? So innovation is more in science, technology, and that aspects, while creativity is more mental here. You become creative when you write your own book, simple language. Muhammad Arif Chanjan, please don't write to me nice. I want to see you a critical thinker. A critical thinker never write just nice. If it is nice, why it is nice? This is called critical thinking. You understood? Chanjan, Muhammad Arif Chanjan, write to me again why it is nice. Then you are a critical thinker. Much applause from Toronto, but want to let you know your staff in Toronto is very unprofessional. Okay, I'm here just in my private capacity, please. Somebody is asking about my official things, stuff. Fazlul Haq. This is my Naeem Khan, my personal, my own person, nothing to do with the government, with the embassy, with the foreign service, nothing to do, please. Disclaimer. This is my personal, because I was assistant commissioner, so I left my job and took leave and started a school. So education or teaching, that is in my blood. This is the only foreign service which I'm here. Otherwise, I don't like these services. नौकरी जो है ना बाप की अच्छी नहीं होती है. सिविल सर्वेंट साहब ये भी सुन ले, नौकर, हम नौकर है, नौकर नहीं मालिक बनो भाई. If you are a critical thinker, so be malik, owner, proprietor, have your own things. Don't be just servants. But if you are a public servant or civil servant or superior servant, then maybe there is a question. Exactly, Muhammad Usman Khan. Platitude, stereotype, cliches, dogmatic. These things are against critical thinking. Okay, honor killing, yes. If the topic is honor killing, so a critical thinking will say what is honor and what is killing, and why should we kill for honors? For honor. When you kill for honor, so then you are not an honorable person. You know, such kind of language. How an honorable person will kill another life for honor. Critical thinking is looking at things from this point of view. Okay. So Najib Jadoon, if you are impressed, tell me why you are impressed. Then you are a critical thinker. Good, Abdul Samad Khan. Very good, excellent. People are understanding me. Updated and modern way, present them in a new, modern, updated. Yes, you should be updated. Critical thinker knows the latest. Very good point, Abdul Samad Khan. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Updated. You must have the latest data, knowledge, information. Then you can be a critical thinker. Your people are helping me out to clarify the concepts. Zaid Hafiz, types of civilization, no. When I said types of civilization, Roman, Catholic, Shintoism, no, these are religions. Types of civilization, type 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are type 1. Please later on Google it. Type 1 civilization, type 2 civilization. We did a video on it with Saqib Khan, Haider Khan, my very good friend. So Alauddin, you are too late, man. You are coming so late. If the time was announced 10 p.m., how you can come now? You cannot become. In Sikandar Ren, I'm really disappointed. You cannot join now. Or maybe you have joined again. I don't know. I'm sorry if somebody went offline and joined again. Janzib Baloch is joining now. Hadia Awan is saying pragmatism, which was in the beginning. Maybe I'm receiving the comments late. Okay. So coming back to the topic. Critical thinking is that you are putting your version up to the things, updated, latest information you have, and then you describe the thing the way you think it should be. Then you are a critical thinker. And after this stage, please come the next one. And the next one is creative approach. Now you are no more critical. You are creative. You are creating new things for future critical thinkers, for other critical thinkers. That is a great stage. So in the examination preparation, when you are preparing yourself, so you are a critical thinker, you are analyzing this, that, why, my own approach, how can I describe the things, how can I elaborate. So that is critical thinking. But before critical thinking, you already have data, information, knowledge, understanding is coming before the critical thinking. Understanding is now you understand things. You understand means that now it is yours. It is not that of the writer. It is yours now. Now you know what to do with it. And after that comes critical thinking. Now you are analyzing. You are a man now in a position challenging the things. I don't accept it. I don't reject it. Let me think over it. Should I accept it? Should I reject it? If I reject it, then why? If I accept it, then why? This is called critical thinking. Why? Reasons, arguments, your own judgment, yourself, you. Good, Jasmine Khan. Now you are not asking me the Kitabistan publication, but you are asking me egoism. You are writing egoism, altruism, utilitarianism. Now you are becoming critical. Good, excellent. Loved it. So writing, when you write something, you are creating things. And how can you write something when you are not creative, you are not critical thinker, you don't have data, information, knowledge, and understanding? So when in examination you write the book thing with the notes, Jahangir, I'm sorry, I should not take names, but you know these publications which are selling their products in the market. I remember even in the metric examination, the people have those small pocket books and they take it to the examination halls and then they write. Even they cannot memorize it. Such a lazy, we are so hypocrites. And we are criticizing other people. We say United States and Canada and Japan and Germany and North Korea, and we don't know our own selves how nasty, how ugly we are. So Rohingya Muslim is not my topic today. We will discuss some other time. But if you are a critical thinker, please look at the issue from an objective point of view, not subjective, not emotional. If tomorrow, God may not do so, God forbid, if in Karachi or in Lahore or Peshawar or Quetta, you have a problem, big problem. There is a genocide or attack or invasion or terrorism or anything. Do these Rohingya or Myanmar or Bangladeshi people will come and will help you? Just this is called critical thinking. Will they? You are also Muslim, they are also Muslims. Who are the Muslim 58 countries coming to Kashmir helping us? Even this Palestine that I am a diplomat, I know, I'm sorry to say these things, but they don't support us. Diplomacy is reciprocity, reciprocal, action, reaction. This is the Newton basic wisdom. Why we don't understand? Because we are not critical thinkers. The things are bilateral, multilateral. The things must be in an objective way. Rohingyas are Muslims, but if non-Muslim Chinese come and help us, most welcome. Why just we are talking about them, why not others? Why not leave it to Bangladesh and Myanmar and United Nations? The solution, critical thinker will think like this way. They will not jump to the conclusions. Will not say, come on, have the sword in the hand and fight. In Afghanistan, I know one of these people, they took how many thousand people and they just come and fight them against them. This is not critical thinking. Critical thinking is to look at things in an objective way, cool mind, not emotional, not blood. Yeah, oh, no, cool. Then you become a critical thinker. You look at things from objective point of view, not subjective. Scientific. Critical thinker is more scientific approach, empiricism, and more philosophical, which is rationalism. Look at the things from rational point of view. तो मेरा ख्याल ये है कि अभी मुझे बस करना चाहिए, 140 हो रहे हैं. मेरा आज का मकसद ये था कि आप लोगों को सिर्फ मैं सेंसिटाइज करूं, आप लोगों को ये बता दूं कि भाई ये जो क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग है ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. इसके बगैर आप ऑफिसर नहीं बन सकते. हमें जो है ना यस मैन यस वुमेन नहीं चाहिए कि भाई हाँ जी जनाब जी सर्वेंट जी करूंगा जी बिल्कुल जी. ये जो जी वाली चीज है ना, दिस इज नॉट क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग. यू मस्ट रिस्पेक्ट पीपल बट चैलेंज, ask, criticize, why, where, how. This is called critical thinking. Ask questions. Don't accept the things as it is. अगर आप चीजों पे सवाल उठाते हैं, उसके टॉपिक में एक एक वर्ड पे आप फोकस करते हैं, मरकूज अपना तवज्जो मरकूज करते हैं, उसके बाद उसको डिस्क्राइब करते हैं और फिर अपना कंक्लूजन, अपना क्या कहते हैं उसको, खात्मा उसको करते हैं, तो इसको कहते हैं क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग. जब आपके पास क्या आ जाए, नंबर 1 डेटा, उसके बाद मालूमात इंफॉर्मेशन, उसके बाद इल्म नॉलेज, उसके बाद फहम. आई थिंक अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए अच्छा वर्ड होगा फहम. एक है इल्म, एक है फहम. इन दोनों में फर्क है. आलिम जरूरी नहीं कि उसके पास फहम भी हो, वो बुज़ अखफश की तरह उसके पास बहुत नॉलेज है, बहुत इल्म है, लेकिन क्या उसको फहम है या नहीं है? फहम. उसके बाद क्या आ जाता है, तनकीदी नजर, तनकीदी जायजा. जायजा इज अ गुड वर्ड इन उर्दू, जायजा. सो मलिक Majid Khan says that it is 11:45. We will continue this discussion. Sorry for such a long discussion, but this is not easy. You cannot become critical thinker in one day. I try to be sincere and true, and try. My concluding remarks will be that please think over it. These 4 stages: data, information, knowledge, understanding, critical thinking, creative approach, and then you become writer. These are the stages. So how to, Hadiya Awan says that how to critically, how we can say Rohingya issue. So I told you already, you might have heard. So Jasmine says that teachers of government institutions discourage critical thinkers. Students don't dare to ask questions. Yes. Yeah, now you are not asking Kitabistan, Jasmine. Thank you. So this is, education system is such an absurdity. It is totally absurd. Sluggish. People are creating just robots, machines. Nobody's asking questions. So when you don't ask questions, how you can become critical thinker? Ask question. Ask question doesn't mean to be disrespectful. In my discussions also, people don't ask questions. He will mind, she will mind. Why? If you ask them valid things, who will mind that? But why? If you ask me what is the price of Kitabistan dictionary, yes, I will mind because it is not technical. It is not critical. But if you ask me why Kitabistan dictionary, then it is critical. Please, Muhammad As-Salam, thank you, but I want that you tell me why it is marvelous. Don't tell me marvelous. Don't tell me thank you. Don't tell me nice. Shah Jahan Kakad is joining now. Too late, man. Please. So guys, thank you very much for your company. First experience. Once again, Meher. So Amir Meher, so nice of you. You are doing great job, excellent job. I'm your team member. Do it with the same spirit and guide people the right way. Make them critical thinkers. make them creative writers, then that will be such a nice thing. And we need, officers, students, teachers, professors, our part of the world. We are destroying our energies and time in useless things. Please avoid TV shows, these discussions that we are doing daily on the same topic. Avoid TV. Don't turn it on. Forget about it. What happens, that happens. I don't know about cricket match. Maybe you like it. Personally, I love football because it is just 90 minutes. And you have such a huge involvement and exercise. In 90 minutes, you are totally done. Not the whole this day. I'm not against cricket, but please, I'm a critical thinker, so let me talk something against also. So no cricket, football. My approach. You can challenge me. Why not cricket? So essay writing, I will be. He's telling me, so we will be discussing it. And the next topic will be how to become good writers. We are just, this is the start. We are commencing. This is the commencement. This is the start. This is not the end. The things started now. So I will give you some these simple advices. Girls and boys must have a football at your home. Just hit it daily, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and you will feel such a huge difference. For a cricket, you have, a pitch and that bat and ball and wickets and, a lot of arrangements. But football is such a simple and lovely game. And if you are a spiritual person, you will feel spirituality in football, because 90 minutes, you are totally energy. You are not matter. Einstein question is totally applicable there. You become energy. So Ijaz Ahmad, you are too late. I was speaking for a long time. Thank you. And we will remain in touch. And thank you very much. Naeem Khan, you are asking very good questions. You are man. But I'm sorry, because I think we should turn it off now. To be a critical thinker, intuition to scenario is necessary. Look, some things are automatic. You already have it. If I have my nose this size, or my lips, or my face, or my little hair that I have, I can do nothing with it. I cannot become a critical thinker of it. So this is a reality. But like intuition or instinct, that already you have it. You can improve upon that, like exercise, meditation, spiritual exercises, Sufism. I love it. This is my claim to say I love Sufism. So then this already you have. Critical thinking is an exercise, mental, rational exercise. You have to do it. So Umair Salim Khan Niazi, I want to please tell me critically how this is the waste of time. Just write it. I will salute you that if you write it in a critical way, then this is the way that you challenge things. Yes, Asra Ahmed, critical thinking means to challenge other thoughts. Exactly. When you are challenging other thoughts with your own thoughts, and then you draw conclusions in your own words, so that is called critical thinking. Today our topic is critical thinking, and for that I'm happy that you people are becoming critical now, and you are becoming critical thinkers. And once you become critical thinkers, then you will have creative approach, and a time will come that you will be also good writers. So see you soon. Thank you very much. All the best.